Shalom, Israel. Will Isupk started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohanan, since 1969, we've been teaching the truth according to the Bible that Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians, we are the Israelites. We are the Lord's chosen people. We are the Jews according to the Bible. I'm preaching officer Sha'ar, and today is Wednesday law class. Let's clap it up. Most High in Christ, how's everybody feeling today? Hope everybody is feeling too warm. You know what I'm saying? Just hang in there, brothers and sisters. We got a little bit of more time left in this filthy, disgusting, wicked captivity that we call America, which is Babylon, which is spiritually known as Egypt and Solomon. Why is that? Because the same hell, the same oppression that our people, the Lord's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, has went through, you understand, in our previous captivities, whether it's Egyptian, you know what I'm saying, Persian, Babylonian, Roman, Assyrian, and today, you understand, American persecution, you understand, everything is the same, you understand, this captivity is filled with, you understand, what we call the LGBTQ community, to be correct. It's the same goddamn thing. The Most High said that nothing new is under the sun, right? So just hang on there, brothers and sisters, you understand? Make sure you come to class. Make sure you seek counsel. Make sure you surround yourself with brothers and sisters here in Isupk under Commander General Yohanan, because other than that, you understand, you're going to fall to the wayside. You understand? There's nothing out there in this world that's going to guarantee our safety but here in Isupk, you understand? And that's through these scriptures, worshiping the Most High, you understand, and following, respecting our King Yahushua, a black man who died for Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians, and no other nation on the face of the earth, contrary to what your pastor teach you. And these Christian churches, which is all lies, you understand? You understand? The Christ called the Sadducees and Pharisees hypocrites. Well, because these are supposed to be men of the law. Today, you understand, we're supposed to have our religious leaders that's supposed to adhere to the law, statutes, commandments, which they don't. You understand? They're hypocrites, meaning they try to profess themselves as a holier than thou person. You understand? They're holy. I love God. I love Jesus. You understand? Praise ye the Lord. You understand? All this talk. But at the end of the day, they're filthy, wicked, disgusting bastards. You understand? They're child molesters. You understand? They're they're part of the LGBT community. Behind closed doors, they eat, not even behind closed doors, they eat pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. Hell, your Christian pastor just had a barbecue. You understand? Last week. Yeah, all the pork, all the hog maw, all the chitlins, you understand? All the fat back, you understand, hog on the grill. So your Christian church do not keep the Lord's statutes, commandments. And while your Christian pastor was at the barbecue, guess what? He was eyeing your wife. He was eyeing your child. You understand? He was eyeing your daughter, your son. You understand? And you might say, well, what kind of priest am I if I'm talking like this? But this is the reality of the setup, man. You understand? Your Christian pastor is a goddamn pedophile, and he's nothing. He is not holy. You understand? But I tell you, what the Bible tells us, which is holy, is the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Us that keep the law, statutes, commandments. You understand? And my topic today is the law is meant to be kept. I'm going to say it again. The law is meant to be kept. That's right. Your Christian pastor, do not push this. Do not push Christ. You understand? According to the Bible. Your Christian pastor, you understand? Your Muslim mosque, you understand? Your Christian, your Catholic, excuse me, organization, you understand? They don't have the truth. Therefore, how can they teach it? You understand? And therefore, how can they watch over the souls of the Lord's chosen people? You understand? So with that, if they don't have the Lord's statutes, commandments, they're gonna allow you to be a drug dealer, right? A stripper. You got all of your boys, you know, you're sitting in the church with like going on your 5th abortion. And nobody saying to you, nothing to you. You understand? Nobody's pulling you to the side and say, you know what, brother, you understand? It's against the law to smoke weed. It's against the law to sell drugs it's against the law to sell drugs. You understand? It's against the law to be a homosexual. You understand? You're not supposed to eat pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. You understand? You mean to tell me that none of these Christian churches, you understand, is correcting anybody in the church? So what that's telling you, man, your church is just an author of confusion, a madhouse. You understand? A typical Saturday night nightclub in your goddamn Christian church. You understand? So we're going to go into these scriptures and we're going to prove that, you understand, the law is meant to be kept. Most High is really serious about his law. You understand? We in the month of what? We in the month of June, which is Pride Month, when every LGBTQ, you understand, entangled alphabet number within their alphabets, within their community, expresses their liberation on being a sexual deviant. That's just basically what it is. You understand? Not to hold anything back. That's what it is. You understand? When gay men profess themselves to be open and can do anything with another man, when have men on men's sex, women on women's sex, a man can change his gender, you understand, could cut off his rod and replace it surgically, you understand, operationally with if that's the word, operation, with a goddamn vagina. That's disgusting. That's abomination, man. That's a confusion unto the Most High. You understand? Then you have the women, you understand, that's so wrapped up in being masculine that what they do, they take certain hormone pills, you understand? They get their breasts removed. They take certain hormone pills to start growing facial hair. Then they go into the gym and they pumping more goddamn waste than the goddamn general, Salakia. They pump these women is going hard in the gym, pumping more weights, you understand, than a man that's 10 times more stronger than them, just to get that physical masculine physique. And then they go with the voice change. It's a madhouse, you understand? Esau has nothing on Frankenstein, Salakia, you understand? He's a mad scientist. He's just filthy and disgusting. And we're going to go into the Bible and we're going to go and show you how these laws are meant to be kept. And how your Christian pastor is against keeping these laws, statutes, commandments to the Most High. You understand? That's a whole duty of being a priest. You understand? It's establishing and upholding the law. Upholding the law within the Bible. Whether it's the Old Testament and the New Testament, you can't get around these laws. These laws are all over the place in the Bible. But yeah, you're a Christian pastor, you understand? He ducks and he hides. You understand? He say things like, oh, well, God loves you, come as you are. And so every single Sunday, you mean to tell me you've been in the church for, goddamn, for 35, 40 plus years? And you're the exact same person that came in 35 plus 40 years. You're the exact same person. Nothing changed. There's something wrong with that, brothers and sisters. You understand? Our Christian church is a disservice to us in our communities. You understand? In the ghettos, the reservations, the barrios, you understand? Your Catholic organizations. You understand? And not only that, but all your other knockoff religious groups. That's a disservice to you. Because you're not spiritually growing. You're not correcting it. You're not correcting what's pulling you to death, right? So we're going to go into the, if I may, we're going to go into James chapter 1, verse 22. And it reads, James chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word. You understand? The scriptures is saying, be doers of the word. Meaning that you hear the word, you understand? You hear, thou shalt not kill, right? Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet. Love thy brother as thyself. In Leviticus, the 11th chapter, you got a whole dietary breakdown of what you can eat, of what you cannot eat. But the scriptures say, right? But be doers of the word. What do I mean by be doers of the word? Meaning you observe, you hear, you hearken. And when you hear the instruction of the Most High, you imply it. You understand? Christian church say, oh, well, I have faith, I have faith. What is faith? You understand? Faith is the works. Faith without works is what? Dead. Letting you know that you got to put in this work. You got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. You understand? When you call into the truth and Isupk under command of General Yohana, you understand? Not only do you keep the Lord's statutes, commandments, but you got to build this broken nation. Remember, we are a broken nation. 400 plus years here in captivity. Being born, you understand, in the Americas, the North, South, Central Americas, the Caribbean islands, right? Remember, the Most High said that we are a scattered people throughout the four corners of the earth. We born into this captivity of learning a different language, English, Creole, you understand? Spanish. These are not our languages, man. These are languages of our captives, Our original language is Hebrew. You understand? We born into this world learning what? How to appease, how to please our oppressor by following his ways and his philosophies, following his pagan holidays. Right? I'm going to read it again. James chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word. Plain and simple. You got to be a doer of the word. Do what is told. You understand? Do what the Most High told you to do. Do what Christ told you to do. Do what the generals in the Isupk told you what to do. Do what the captains and the officers. You understand? Why? Because we are responsible of you. We are responsible of you. You understand? But be doers of the word, meaning that you got to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You can't avoid it. You can't read and hear and say, thou shalt love thy neighbor as yourself, but then you go around and you hating your brother, you hating your sister. That's not being doers of the word, man. Right? And not hearers only. Wow. You understand? The scripture says, and not hearers only. You understand? Meaning that you just here for show. You understand? You just here for what? To be a man pleaser. You understand? Oh, I saw Sister Jenkins. You understand? That's her brother. You understand? Brother Rob. Yeah, they come. They always come to church every Sunday. You understand? But then again, what is your Christian pastor? What is your Christian pastor really saying? He's not teaching the Bible, right? So this goes for who? The brothers and sisters that come here in Isupk, because we're the only ones that teach the truth. You understand? We are the Isupk is the home of the truth. We're the only ones that teach the truth of the Bible. So this is the instruction that the Most High has given to you. Again, but be doers of the word and not hearers only. You just don't want to be a hearer, man. You just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You come to class. You know what I'm saying? You don't. First of all, you don't even have a pen and a notebook to take notes. You understand? You don't have your Bible dictionaries. You understand? You don't have what's required, the necessary tools that's required for you to be a student here in Isupk. You understand? But you just come in and hear it. You understand? Let's stop being all of this in the phone. You understand? Yeah, we understand that the Bible, you understand, you could read the Bible online, but you understand, let's get back to the basic culture, the natural way of things. You understand? You understand? Hey, listen, 1969, guess what? There was no cell phones, man. We had Bibles. Bibles, no pens, books, pads, you understand? So let's stick to that. But again, but be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves, because right, you deceiving your own selves. But then again, you understand, when you leave class and you go home in the dark, you're doing a whole different thing. You understand? That's why the Most High said, but be doers of the word and not hearers only. Deceiving your own selves, because yeah, you're deceiving your own selves by not keeping the Lord's statutes commandments. Right? You got to keep in mind, you understand? that we are the Most High's reputation. You understand? We are the Most High's reputation. We don't want them. We don't want to look. We don't want the Most High God. We don't want to make the Most High Yahweh look bad in front of the other nations, which we'd be doing, man, by not keeping the Lord's statutes and commandments. You understand? We're making the Most High look bad before the other nations. While the other nations is worshiping and serving their false, filthy, disgusting, no gods. You understand? We're being filthy, disgusting. You understand? We're breaking the laws. You understand? We're living a life of lawlessness, just like how the other nations are living. You understand? We're supposed to be representing the Most High by keeping His law, statutes, commandments, by keeping in order, by being holy, by being separate, right? And when we keep, and when we not, and when we don't obey, you understand? We're just deceiving ourselves, man. You understand? Who are you fooling? You understand? You can't fool me. You understand? You ever heard that expression out in the world? You understand? Who you think you're fooling? You can't fool me. I could see right through you. Or that, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what the Most High is saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't fool me. I can see right through you. And we're going to go to more in these scriptures. Okay, so we're going to drop that. And let's go to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. Shalom to the brothers and sisters in the chat. I'm saying make sure you subscribe to our channels. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you send these classes out to the world. You understand? Share, share, share. Share with your family. Share with your friends. Share with other brothers and sisters in the truth. It's important that we get this content out. You understand? It will save a life. You will literally save a life if you only share these classes, because somebody might be going through something, right? You understand? And you understand, any particular priest within Isupk that has a topic and is teaching, that class will save that person, that brother or sister. Very important you share. We all share. Right? So we're going to go into Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. And it reads, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" And the Most High is asking the question, Salakia, how long, ye simple ones? You understand what simple means? Simple means like foolish. You understand? Like you're not, you're naive. You're simple. You're foolish. You understand? You're not a very serious person. You're always fooling around. You taking things for jokes. You taking things for granted. You're not sober minded. You just out there going with the wind. You understand? You're just going on with what sounds good, what feels good. Right? How long you simple ones will love simplicity? Yeah, how long will you love simplicity, man? You understand? Hey, listen, don't you see that the Most High, you understand, AIDS still exists. You understand? The monkeypox still exists. The COVID-19 still exists. You understand? Herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, all them plagues still exist. You understand? Death still exists. You looking, you know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning, you watch that 7 o'clock news, you understand? On channel 11, channel 7, you understand? People are being murdered, are being unalived. You understand? There's a lot of crime that's going on. There's a lot of slashings and rapes. And people going missing. You understand? What did the Most High say? The Most High said that He created good and He created evil. I'm paraphrasing. You understand? So it's time for us to wake up and stop being simple, man. Stop being simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? Stop allowing your oppressor to be a goddamn daddy, man. Who is the oppressor? You understand? The oppressor is just, the so-called white. He's a man, flesh and man. That's why in Romans he say, you worship, you understand, I'm paraphrasing, you worship the creature more than the creator. The Most High sitting up on his throne like, God damn. You understand? They treating this man as if he's God. The oppressor tell you to jump, you say how high. It's time for us to stop being simple, man. It's time for us to stop taking every wind of doctrine that's being blown in our goddamn face, man. You understand? The oppressor told you that you could celebrate a whole month of homosexuality, and you out there waving your goddamn flag, man. You understand what I'm saying? You never had you a man that never had sex with another man, or you a woman that never had sex with another woman, nor you even think about it. You understand? Because you may be heterosexual, but you out there waving a flag. Why? Because your best friend is gay or lesbian or bi or transgender, and you go out there with them and you celebrating with them. Guess what? That makes you a homosexual as well. You understand? That makes you a friend of the world, which you are an enemy to the Most High if you're a friend of this world. That makes you a homosexual too. If you go out there and you waving a flag, why? Because your best friend is what? Is a part of the LGBTQ community. So in support of them, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna wave the rainbow flag. Nah, man, nah, Most High, nah, man. You understand? Nah, that's confusion. You're a homosexual, man. And you support that filthy, disgusting, wicked act, you're against the Most High God. Let's read it again. How long will ye simple ones who love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning? Oh my God, man. Listen, man. Last week, the last two weeks, you understand, when we had camp on 125th Street, you understand, on Lenox? Oh my God, the scoffers. The scoffers, you understand? I could count how many times, you understand, when the brothers was breaking down scriptures, especially on this month called Pride, how many young sisters were putting up their middle fingers towards us, saying, oh, F you, you understand? Or you have some brother or some sister say, that's not true, you're lying. You're teaching hate. You understand? Look at you in them skirts. Why are you wearing them skirts? Get a job. You understand? People love to scoff. You understand? But hey, guess what? Wasn't when the Most High gave Noah to build that ark, wasn't the people scoffing at Noah? You understand? When he was building that ark? You understand? The people say, no, what the hell? Noah must have a fever. You understand? He's out here in this hot weather building a damn ark. Noah done lost his mind. Look at Noah. Ain't no rain. Where the rain, Noah? Where the rain? Where the rain at? Where the rain? I don't see no rain. Noah, you still building that ark? Who are you worshiping? Who are your God? Who is your God? Scoffing at him. You understand? Until the day the Most High gave Noah that order to bring all the animals, you understand, his wife and his sons and whatnot, into that ark and shut that door. And when that rain started coming down, oh, I don't hear the scoffers then. There's no scoffing, you understand? There's no scorning or nothing. And the Most High unalived the whole world, you understand? Those who wasn't in the ark, but saved Noah. You understand? I'm going to read it again. How long will ye simple ones will love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? That's all. That's what it comes to. You understand? You hate knowledge. It's funny. You understand? You sitting, you graduate high school, right? You take college courses and all these college courses you're taking, and you're not even satisfied with that. You're going to add another 4 years of study Another 4 years just to get your PhD and your bachelor's, you understand, and another 4 years, you understand. Some people is addicted to school, my God, man. You understand? You just want to learn the ways of this world, but you don't want to learn the ways of the Most High God. You understand? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding starts within the Bible. You understand? Knowledge, you understand? Knowledge, you understand, is the fear of the Most High. I'm paraphrasing. What the scripture says? I'm going to read it again. And scorners delight in their scorning. Yeah, they delight in their scorning. You understand? Now look at you. You understand? Nobody's listening to you. Go home. That's a lie. Christ's not black. You're racist. How smoking weed is unlawful? God loves everybody. Isn't that what we hear? You understand? Here in our HPK? Especially at camps, man. Forget it. They scorn us, man. Some people even spit at us. At the priests and prophets of the Most High. They splashed their water, their beverages on us. They physically attacked us. You understand? And out of all of that, guess what? The Most High is with us. Why? Because we're no cowards in our HPK. We're not Christians. We will defend ourselves. Understand that. We will defend ourselves to the death made possible. Why? Because we are defenders of this truth. We defend this truth. You understand? We defend this truth more than your filthy, disgusting desires and wants and beliefs. Right? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And you hate knowledge. You understand? The Most High called you a fool, and fools hate knowledge. You don't want to learn what your true nationality is? You don't want to learn your true language? You don't want to learn who to love, who to hate? You don't want to learn who your enemies are and how to separate yourselves from them? You don't want to learn the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, and his high holy days and feast days. But you rather worship a goddamn oppressor that's going to so-called come down your chimney in the ghetto. You understand? In the ghetto where, guess what? Where all the cops is harassing young black and Hispanic men and women. Where all the drugs, all the crime, all the gangs, you understand, is in your ghetto. And you're going to worship and tell your children, you're going to worship an oppressor and teach your child that somebody's going to come down in your chimney. First of all, you don't even have a chimney. You live in Albany Projects in Brooklyn. On the 12th floor, matter of fact. On a 23-story building. Now, a white man is going to come down. So I'm imagining every chimney that you don't even have is going to give you a goddamn gift. While a black man named Yahushua gave us a gift. What was that gift? Dying on a cross for black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians so that we can have life again. So that we can have a second chance again. You understand? So that we could start loving our brother and sisters. It's ridiculous, man. And fools hate knowledge. You rather die. That's the thing. Our people, you understand, like Jeremiah Hyman was saying, teaching, our people is obsessed with death. We rather die than to get correct, than to get correction and counsel. You understand? To fix what's hurting us, to fix the mental abuse that's been upon us. You understand? To fix the oppression that we're going through. But we'd rather die. Oh, it's more than Salakia. Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. And what is the spirit? You understand? The spirit is the will of the Most High God. You understand? Doing what the Most High tells you to do. You understand? Because at some point in the world, you understand, we was out there, you understand, we hated knowledge also. We was out there, man, we was wild as hell, man. sleeping with anything that moves. Salakia. You understand? Mess with all the whores, experimenting with all the drugs, following every goddamn thing the oppressor told us to worship and follow. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve. You understand? Now we got Juneteenth, Pride Month. You understand? We indulge strip clubs, getting drunk. We indulge in all of that. Why? Because at one point in time, you understand, we hated knowledge until the Most High woke us up and had mercy on us and woke us up. Don't you realize that? Understand that the Most High called us, we are like the numbers of the sand of the sea. You can't number us. You can't measure us. You understand? Imagine all the Israelites that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and understanding that the Most High do not deal with large numbers. But yet, somehow, he had mercy on you for you to be waking up into this truth, into the Isupk. That's merciful, man. Right? Let's read verse 23. We in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. You understand? So the Most High is going to turn you from your foolish way. You understand? Just like how he turned me from my foolish way. Because, man, before I was in the Isupk, man, my ways were foolish. Foolish. You understand? Inches away of death. And I was living, listen, man, I was living every day like, yo, this might be my last day on earth. I was going through so much things, you understand, depressed. You understand? My mind was starting to get crazy thoughts. But one day the Most High had mercy on me, right? The Most High had mercy on you. Right? Verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. The Most High is going to pour out his spirit unto you. You understand? What is the spirit? You understand? His will. Following these laws, statutes, commandments. Coming within these schools of the Isupk all over this world. Learning what the Most High requires an Israelite to do. How an Israelite is supposed to conduct themselves by following these laws, statutes, commandments. I will make known my words unto you. There it is. The Most High said, what? I will make known my words unto you. Now, remember when it says, when I read the last scripture, be not hearers of the word, but doers of the word. Because out in the Christian church, we was hearers of the word. Oh, thou shalt not commit adultery? Yeah, okay. Saturday night, hit that club, you know what I'm saying? I won't take no for an answer. Oh, you got a man? What that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Remember that line? You know what I'm saying? That line went hard in the late 80s, 90s. You got a man? Oh, what your man got to do with me? A lot of brothers still say it up to today. Oh, you got a man? Hey, guess what? Some lesbians even say that. Oh, you got a man? What they got to do with me? It's a lot. Oh, man, this world is out of order, man. You got women now going up to other women, you understand? Women that's telling LGBTQ community women, listen, I don't go that way. I have a husband. Oh, what your husband got to do with me? It's a lot here. That's exactly what's going on. You understand? This word is out of order. Right? So let's go back to the scripture. Salakia, verse 23, end of 23. I will make known my words unto you. So now the Most High is going to make known his words unto you. How would the Most High make known his words unto you? You understand? First, you need a teacher. You understand? And that's only here in Isupk, where we're going to teach you according to the scriptures, not according to our feelings or what we may think, but from what the Most High in Christ is teaching us through these words. And we're going to make these words unto you, known unto you. We're going to let you know, we're going to teach you that it's not all right to molest your niece. It's not all right to molest your nephew. It's not all right to celebrate your birthday. It's a sin. All those are a sin. It is a sin for a man to have sex with another man. It's a sin for a woman to have sex with another woman. It's a sin to eat pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. It's a sin to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, even Juneteenth. Right? It's a sin to not forgive your brother and not love your brother. It's a sin to not forgive your sister or to love your sister. You understand? We're going to make these words known unto you. We're going to let you know who your oppressor is, or who your enemy is, and who you should love. You understand? Every Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indian man should be loving another Black and Hispanic and Native North American Indian man and woman. You understand? The 12 tribes of Israel, we are a family, we are a nation that the Bible speaks of, right? Let's read on. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, because I have called and you refused. And listen, a lot of brothers and sisters are called and refused, man. You understand? A lot of brothers came in here. You understand? This school was established in 1969. You understand? 1969. A lot of brothers and sisters came and left. You understand? When you stop at a camp, you understand, something intrigues you about a priest and prophet and how you should become, you understand, teaching that camp, and you stop to listen, that's the Most High calling you. You understand? That's the Most High whispering something in your ear, man. You gotta listen. Captains of call always talk about that whisper, man. You understand? I learned that from Brotherhood class. You always talk about that whisper, you understand? You gotta listen to that whisper in your ear, man. That whisper is the Most High, man. You understand? This is truth that's calling you. If you don't listen to that whisper, you understand? You know, then you walk off. In your mind, you're saying, yeah, you're right. I'm not supposed to be smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, weed makes me, he's right. I only smoke weed because I'm depressed. God damn, how did he know that? He is right. Yeah, I am a sluggard when I smoke weed. How does he know this? It's like he's reading my whole life. Wow, man. Christ is black? Oh man, no, that makes sense. Now that I think about it, Christ can never be white. How can Christ be a so-called white man? You understand? Well, all my life I've just been witnessing nothing but racism by the oppressor. How can a white man come? How can an oppressor, a so-called white man, come out the sky? You understand, and spread love all over the world. You understand? That doesn't make any sense. But yet, you go back home, you like that spliff. Why you got that white pic? Why you got that image of Caesar Borgias when you got them on your wall? You understand? We can't refuse. You understand? That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding that the Most High has given us. So graciously and so mercifully given us, right? Verse 24. We in Proverbs, like you're in Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand. Wow. You understand? Being according to the truth is like the Most High is stretching out his hand and saying, come on, son, come on, daughter. Let me help you out. Let me clean you up. I know you've been abused. I know you've been beaten down. I know you're depressed. I know you got some mental, you understand, situations, some mental illness that's going on with you. I know your family abandoned you. I know you've been molested. I know you're hooked on drugs. I know you committed, I know you got abortions. I know you murdered another, unalived another, Salakia. I know you unalived, I'm sorry. I know you unalived another brother. Sister, I know you abandoned your children. I know you're going out stripping for money. I know you have your baby daddy on child support. You understand? All these things, you understand? Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians that we go through. You understand? And the Most High gives you this, pour forth his hand to you so that you can receive this knowledge. You understand? Listen, man, you better grab hold on that hand. You understand? Because this is life. The Most High is pulling you out the life of death. You understand? Because I have called and they refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. No man regarded. You understand? It's like you just slapped the Most High's hand out your face. You understand? You want help, my son? You want help, my daughter? And you just smacking the Most High's hand out your face. You understand? When the Most High sees that you need help. Haven't you been praying you've been praying all your life, right? To what God? You understand? Not the Most High Yahweh. Because the Most High say he don't hear prayers of a sinner. Right? You've been on your knees begging and praying to a goddamn Caesar Borgia. You understand? So it's not about that. It's about the Most High had mercy on you and extended his hand. But you just regard it. You understand? Oh, nah, I don't want it. You understand? Every time you just pass a camp, you understand? If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indian, and you just pass a camp without stopping, without getting a flyer, without asking us questions, you understand? Without coming to class, then you're regarding the Most High. You understand? Verse 25. But he have set at naught all my counsel. But he has set at naught all my counsel. You understand? And now what? You don't want to take the counsel of the Most High? You understand? Why? Because you're leaning on your own understanding or on your own thoughts. And what you may feel is right. You understand? You're solving your problems and your issues in your own mind. Understand? Why? Because you have pride. What does the Most High say about pride? You understand? Before pride is destruction. I'm paraphrasing. Pride leadeth to destruction and downfall. You understand? And ultimately death. You don't want to listen to the Most High's counsel because you're so puffed up. You understand? What can a man tell me? You understand? Not an ordinary man you're dealing with, but you're dealing with a man of the Lord, an ordained priest of the Most High. You understand? That will give you counsel and fix your problems according to what? Not my understanding, not what I feel is right, but what? According to the scriptures. Because if you go to a Christian church and you say, well, you know, I'm having a problem with my wife, you understand? We're not getting along. And then your Christian pastor is going to tell you, well, maybe you should get a divorce. Divorce your wife if she's not making you happy. You mean to tell me you've been with your wife struggling for 5 years and you can't come to y'all can't come to a mutual agreement or understanding and resolve your issues? Well, you should get a divorce. And guess what? While you get that divorce, guess what? He's gonna sleep with your wife. You know what I'm saying? You see how many, you understand, how many situations could come about if you don't listen to the Most High's counsel? And would none of my reproof. Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. Wow. Hey, listen. So when you out there struggling and you're hurting, you understand? And what Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter says, you're groping in darkness. You understand? You're trying to find your way around because you're lost. You ask your family for help. You understand? You lost your job. Now you can't pay your bills. Now you're evicted out your house. Now you have no other way but to what? Start begging your family. Can I stay at your house? I'm sorry. I can't. I don't have no room. I'm sorry. You understand? Now you're out there panhandling. And you're struggling. And you're down and out. The Most High said, what? I will also laugh at your calamity. Now the Most High is laughing at what you're going through. You understand? Why? Because you didn't want the Most High's hand. You rejected the Most High. You disregarded the Most High's hand. You understand? You didn't want to take his counsel to heart. But now he's laughing at your calamity. He's laughing at your suffering. This is the Most High God we're talking about, isn't it? This is the same God that your Christian pastor, you understand, so professes that he worships. Are we dealing with the same God? You understand? Not God of love, that everything is love and peaceful. You understand? Hugs and kisses and rainbows and flowers and balloons. No, you understand? We're talking about the Most High God. So he will laugh at your calamity. And look what this brother is going through, man. Look what this sister is going through. This brother ain't have to go through all of this. You understand? This sister don't have to go through all of this. Only if this brother just listened. Only if this sister just listened to the counsel. They wouldn't be going through this. Now the sister has no husband. You understand? Now the brother is locked up in jail. The Most High will laugh at your calamity, man. I will mock when your fear cometh. You understand? Now, when you start to fear, you understand? Hey, listen, how many of you ever been up all night just wondering how you're going to pay that bill? Well, maybe I should pay the light bill first because I need lights to see. Then I'm going to pay my gas bill because I need gas to cook. Or maybe should I just pay my phone bill first because I need to talk to people. Or maybe I should just pay my electric bill. You understand? And you up all night. You understand? Your mind is just racing. You understand? And you're fearing. Well, damn, I gotta get food. Oh, wait a minute, my Metro card. Damn, I forgot about my Metro card. You understand? And these are the everyday things that if you're not in the truth, that Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians will just, you understand, lose their mind over, man. The ways of this world. You understand? When the Most High told you, understand, to cast all your problems unto him, I'm paraphrasing. Cast all your worries, cast all your deeds unto the Most High. You understand? Let your troubles become the Most High's trouble. And listening to counsel, the Most High will work everything out. Now you're fearing. Fearing for what? You understand, babe? Why? Because the oppressor has his foot on your neck. That's the only reason why we fear. Because the oppressor has his foot on our neck. You understand? You gotta pay to live. Literally, you gotta pay to live. You gotta pay for your water. You gotta pay for your food. You gotta pay for your clothes. You even gotta pay for transportation to go to slavery. Then they take taxes out your damn check. You You understand? You're fearing, oh, well, my son and daughter come home safely. You understand? Will my husband come home safely? Will my wife come home safely? You understand? The Most High is going to laugh at all of that you're going through. He's going to mock you for that. Why? Because obviously you put in the worries of this world before him. Before as your job, your duty as being an Israelite by following these Lord's statutes, commandments. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. You understand? So now, all these troubles, you understand? You're going through tribulation, you're going through hell, you're going through poverty. Everything possibly wrong is going in your damn life, man. You lost your mother. You got a phone call. You lost your job because you was out too long mourning over your mother. Now, you don't have a job. You can't pay for your bills. Now you're hungry. You got to get food. Nobody's helping you. All your friends and family that you thought that loved you, understand, they turned their back on you. So now what? You got to go out and what? You got to rob a food store. Now you're going to get caught. Now you're going to you're going to get arrested. Now you're going to go before a judge. Now the judge is going to make you do some time in prison. Listen, man, the scenarios. You understand? And this stuff happens to Black, Hispanic, and Native. This what occurs within our nation. Why? Because we reject the Most High. So what the Most High is saying? When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Man, you understand? What is a whirlwind, man? A whirlwind will knock everything down, will total everything, will leave everything flat, knocked down. You understand? Everything is just happening to you in the spur of the moment. You can't catch a break. You can't get a breath of fresh air. Everything is just pounded down on you. What they say, oh, my world is caving in. Right? Don't they? That's what they say. My world is caving in. And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Now you're distressed. You're stressed out. Stress leads to anguish. Now you're angry. You understand? Now you're angry. You understand? And when you see another brother or sister that goes through the same thing the same thing like you're going through, you understand? You're going to take all your frustration out on somebody. You understand? That's human nature. You understand? If you don't get answers to your problems, guess what? You're going to take your frustration out either on yourself, by hurting yourself, or others. Now you're angry. And what the Bible says? The Bible says, be angry, but sin not. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me. Oh, okay. Okay. Then shall they call upon me. Oh, okay. Well, what you said? Oh, you sorry? Oh, you sorry? Now, right? I told you so. You understand? Then shall they call upon me. Now you're going to call upon the Most High. God, Jesus, why me? Why me? We all been through that. Listen, man, we all been through it, man. I know, man. That's why we're teaching you the easy. Listen, here in our Isupk, we're teaching you. Hey, listen, we are the cheat code. You understand? You ain't got to go through that. Come in here and learn these Lord's statutes commandments. Come in here and learn how to worship the Most High. Learn, you understand that Yahushua is your king, a black man who died for you. Learn the Most High holy days and his feast days. Learn how to be a brother to a brother and a sister to a sister. Brotherly and sisterly love. Let's learn how to get off the oppressor's drugs. You understand? His sexual deviancy, and his pagan holidays, and all the things that he ever gave to us that really just pacify us till we die. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me. Okay, so now you're calling upon the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You're getting sick and tired of being knocked down. You're getting sick and tired of being on your knees, begging and scrubbing. You understand? You're tired of finally doing things your own way. Because your own way, you understand, there's no solutions. There's no positive outcome to you leaning upon your own understanding. It's just bringing you more and more and more into a dark place. Verse 28. Then shall they call, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Most High is not going to answer you. Most High will not answer you. Why? Because when the help was available, what did you do? You understand? You regarded his hand. You understand? The Most High stretched out his hand. And you didn't want to take the hand, man. You understand? You rather continue eating that pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. You don't think them Christian pastors know about the Leviticus, the 11th chapter? You don't think that they don't listen to the ISUPK? You don't think that your Christian and your Catholic organization, you don't think that the world listens to ISUPK? They listen, they know. They know. But you rather get that pot of crab, lobster, and shrimp, mix it all together, you understand, throw in that nasty sauce and just be a filthy, disgusting pig. Living your life abominable. Most High God said, what? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Now you're in a hospital bed. You understand? You got a heart attack because your arteries is clogged with all that grease and pork fat. You understand? You got a stroke. You got diabetes. You got lung cancer. You understand? You know smoking gives you lung cancer, right? You understand? Now you're in a hospital bed. You're looking up at the sky. Nobody's visiting you because your family abandoned you. You have no family, no friends. You're all alone. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you understand? You understand that doesn't have room for God, the Most High. Back in your mind, God help, please. Well, what the Most High God said? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Now you're not going to find the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because when the time was presented for you, you didn't want to do the will of the Most High. You rejected the Most High. You turned his hand away. Verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. You understand? That's what knowledge is, the fear of the Most High. I'm going to read it again. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 29. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. You didn't choose the fear of the Most High, man. When you heard that brother on the corner saying, weed is unlawful to smoke, you understand? When you heard those brothers, those radical, crazy brothers, you understand? On the corner, you understand? In the hood, in the ghettos, you understand? Saying, you understand, the Most High God is against LGBT community. Well, you're supposed to love your brother and your sister as yourself. When we tell you to get your mind out the ways of the oppressor, turn your back on America. Why? Because America has turned their back on you, black man. Can't you see that you're the ones that's dying out here in these streets of America? You know what I'm saying? It's not the Chinese. It's not the Asians. It's not the Africans. It's not the Arabs or the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? It's not the oppressor, but it's our people that's being that's being underlied here in America by police authority. Another a racist oppressor. It's only us. But what the Most High God said, for they have hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. Verse 30, they were none of my counsel. They would none of my counsel. Now, where's the counsel, man? The Bible keeps talking about the counsel. This is the counsel, man. You understand? When we came out of Egypt and we was in the wilderness, you understand? And the Moses, you understand? After he got the commandments of the Most High, you understand? Moses had counsel with us. Moses had counsel with Moses, which today would be Moses is from the tribe of Levi, which today he would be a so-called Haitian. You understand? Moses had counsel with other Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel, and he told us, listen, man, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen if you don't listen to the Most High God, if you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. That man, you're going to be in a place where you do not want to be in. First of all, listen, you don't even like a nigga telling you what to do, but guess what? You're going to have a nation that's going to be telling you what to do. A nation, you're going to be in slavery by a nation. You understand? You're going to become servants to a nation that hates you. Your children is going to be taken away from you. Your sons, your daughters, and your wives is going to be ravaged. Ravaged means raped. It's going to be a time upon where all this brotherhood, you understand? A brother is not going to see you as a brother. You're going to be abused. You're going to be taken advantage of. You're going to be put on low. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be despised. Moses had counsel with us, man. The Bible is counsel. Law, statute, commandments is counsel. Verse 30, they would, in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 30, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. You understand? What does reproof mean? Let me look up that word real quickly. Reproof. Reproof. An expression of blame or disapproval. Rebuke. Reprimand. Reproach. Admonishment. Disapproval. You understand what the scripture says? They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. You understand? We despise the things that the Most High God hates. We despised it. You understand what the scripture says? You understand? We call evil good and good evil. You understand? We didn't want to listen. What, Most High God, you hate that? Oh, you don't like when we have interracial marriage? Oh, you don't like when we worship rocks and stones and wood? You don't like us worshiping other gods? Well, you know what? I'm going to do it because it feels right. I'm going to do it. Why? Because I see the other nations, they're living freely and they're doing it. Why can't I do it? They look so happy over there doing what they want to do. Nobody's over them to correct them. They're just living their life freely. I want to do the same thing. Matter of fact, you know what? God, I don't want you to be a ruler over me. I want a man to be a ruler over me. That's why we got the book of Kings. Because we didn't want the Most High God to rule over us. We wanted a man to rule. We wanted a king. Why? Because we saw the other nations was dealing like that. Right? Salakia. All right. We're in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. You understand? And we're going by our own ways. You understand? Our own ways are destroying us. You understand? Our devices, you understand? Our beliefs. You understand? What we think is right is destroying us. Verse 32, for turning away of the simple, Salakia, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Verse 33, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely. That's the counsel. But whoso hearkeneth, what does hearkeneth? To hear, to observe, to put into your mind, to practice it. You understand? Actions. Faith without works is dead. What is love? Love is the keeping of the commandments. Love is an action word. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely. That's it. That's the instruction of the Most High. If you listen to the Most High, you will dwell safely. A lot of brothers and sisters, man, you understand, within the nation, you understand? You understand? We got a lot of work to do because a lot of our brothers and sisters are not dwelling in safety. You understand? Right now, you got a little innocent, you understand? You got a little boy and girl that's being molested right now as we speak. There's a brother stabbing another brother as we speak. There's a brother raping another sister as we speak. There's a sister getting an abortion as we speak. There's a sister that's giving birth to a baby, and guess what she's going to do? She's going to throw that baby in the garbage can just as we speaking. There's brothers that's selling drugs to our people, brothers and sisters selling drugs to our people, just as we are speaking. You understand? So to avoid all of that and to dwell in peace, where we don't have to want for nothing and go to any other nation, the Most High says, what? But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely. You're gonna dwell safely, man. You know what I'm saying? You will be protected. Here in Isupk under Commander General Yohana, when you step through these doors, you understand, you are dwelling in safety. You will be protected. But as long as you hearken it unto the Most High by following these laws, statutes, commandments, that's the law. It shall be quiet from fear of evil. You understand? You will be quiet from fearing evil. You understand? All those nights when you up all night wondering, you understand, what decision should I make in life? You understand? Paying which bill first is going to benefit me. You up and out, you don't have a job, you're homeless. You're suffering from mental depression. You understand? You're suffering from trauma, from abuse, from childhood abuse. Come into here to the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. You get counsel from the generals and the captains. You understand? We're going to fix that problem, man. We're going to fix that issue that's been plaguing your life, that's been haunting your life for all these years. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything is not going to be peachy and cream. You understand? The Most High will test you, but just know, you understand, you got a backup system. You understand? And that's this nation, Isupk. You understand? The nation of Israel. You understand why? Because here we dwell in counsel and safety. Drop that. We're going to go to Job. Job chapter 21, verse 14. Job chapter 21, verse 14. Because our people, man, listen, man, we refuse knowledge. We refuse it. We refuse it on a daily basis, man. And keeping this knowledge, you understand, is what will save us from getting. There's so many avenues, so many ways, you understand, that Satan opens up for us to get ourselves into trouble, man. I'm gonna give you an example. You know what I'm saying? I live in, New York City. I'm in the Bronx, you understand, our headquarters here in Harlem. You understand? From the Lower East Side, from where I take from my slavery to come into school, you understand? You have Yankee Stadium on 161. So all the Edomites, they on the train, and packed on the train, and say, going to the game, you understand? And man, I mean, the crowd of Edomites that just came on the train, and me being, squished, Salak in this New York City train, you understand? And Eddie Jake mine, you understand? You packed up in that train and people squishing and pushing on you. Jake will curse you out, take out his blade, you know what I'm saying? Or either may put somebody in a chokehold and unalive them. You know what I'm saying? These are the emotions that we've been learned how to react on here in this world. You understand? But here in Isupk, you understand, we're taught differently, you understand? Most High said, if it be possible, be at peace with all men. The Most High told us about patience. You understand? I'm representing the power of the Most High. I'm representing the nation. You understand? I'm representing brothers and sisters here in this truth. So I can't get in my emotions, you understand, and attack. But I gotta suffer what it is. You understand? Of course, as long as you're not in harm's way. But the Most High does speak about patience, man, and long suffering. These are the conditions of the battle. You in this position. Why? Because listen, man, our ancient, you understand, forefathers and mothers, you understand, didn't want to worship the Most High. We understand people in reincarnation, that's a different story. Right, so we're going to go into see how the chat is looking in on YouTube. See Salakia. Bear with me for a second, brothers and sisters. Salakia. Again, shalom to the brothers and sisters that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Please like, share, subscribe to all the channels of our platforms, share our content. So we're going to go to Job chapter 21, verse 14. And it reads, therefore they say unto God, depart from us. And that's our people. You understand? That's Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. How do I know this? How you? Well, there. But why are you only talking about Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians? That's a racist thing for you to say. Why? How do I know that? Why? Because the Most High God gave us His word. That's in Psalm chapter 127. You understand? Hold that. Let's get that. Psalm Salakia. That's in Psalm chapter 147, verse 19. I'm going to read quickly. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments. You understand? What is the word? The word is the Bible. Who is Jacob? Jacob had his name turned to Israel. Who is Israel? The 12 tribes of Israel. Job chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. You understand? What is the statutes? The laws. What is the judgments? The punishments that we have to go through for not obeying the Most High God. He have not, verse 20, he have not dealt so with any nation. And you know that the Most High is not concerned with any other nations. He's only concerned for the nation of Israel. That so happened to be, according to the Bible, Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians. And that's for his judgment. Whose judgment? The Most High judgment, which is his punishments. They have not known them. The other nations don't know what it's like to be put into captivity, to be on the bottom of all the other nations. You understand? To have their children and their families separated, for their babies to be thrown in the alligator bait, to be castrated, raped, lynched, their whole neighborhoods burned down. They don't know that. Why? Because they are not, the other nations are not the people of the Most High God. Right? So let's go back to Job chapter 21, verse 14. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us. So our people in their affliction, and their poverty, and their suffering, not knowing why they're suffering, because they're not acknowledging the Most High God and hearkening unto the Most High and following his laws, statutes, commandments, and obeying his counsel. So what they say in their mind, they say, Salakia, they say, therefore they say unto God, the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. God damn. This sounds like a stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious people that hate the Most High God. And you know what? That's all in your Christian church. That's your Christian pastor. That's your Catholic organization, man. That's your Muslim mosque, where you will find nothing but what? Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians, man. That the Most High is only concerned about. They say, what? Depart from me. I desire not the knowledge of thy ways. In other words, I want to be a savage. I want to live barbaric. Because that's how our people were living. The sons of Adam was living before Adam was giving the law. What you think how we were acting before the law was given to Adam? You think we was living civilized? Oh, you thought we was living moral? Oh, you think we was eating clean foods? You understand? You think we was worshiping the Most High God before the Most High gave Adam his laws? Oh, we were just a righteous people. We were living in loving and mutual respect and care. Nah, man, we were brutal, man. And that's what our people are saying today when they say, what? I'm going to read it again. For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. And look at this world. Look how this world is operating. Why? Because we don't acknowledge the Most High's ways. Job chapter 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So guess what? The wicked is going to run this world according to how he sees fit, lawlessly. And when I mean lawlessly, I'm talking about according to the Bible. You understand? Because Esau has laws of the land. Where does Esau get the law from? He get law from the Bible. But yet he doesn't follow the laws of the Bible. Why? Because he allows a man to go into an operating room and have his rod cut off, you understand, and then replace it for a vagina. He's passing laws where pedophilia is acceptable. He's trying to change the name from certain words like pedophilia. to something that sounds nice and accepted. This is who your monster, this is the monster who you're dealing with. This is who you are allowing to rule over you when you do what? For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What are the Most High ways? These laws, statutes, commandments, man. This is the Most High ways. Drop that. Oh, one of my favorite scriptures. Let's go to Baruch. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Let's see what Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 says. Right? Baruch is like one of those Bibles, one of those books that you gotta search for. I gotta search for my damn self. So lock it. Baruch on page 102. 102. Okay. Salakia, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. Salakia. Shalom, brother Mapatazar. Damn right, Baruch is ill, man. Baruch is definitely that book, man. You know what I'm saying? Baruch definitely lays some gems on us. Salakia. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Salakia. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High. This is the book. What is the book? The book is talking about the Bible. You understand? This is the book of the commandments. The Bible is a book that tells nothing but Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians what to do. The Bible is going to tell Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians what to do, what not to do, who to love, who to hate, what to eat, what not to eat, what to celebrate, what not to celebrate, what to observe, what not to observe, who to love, who to hate, what to do, what not to do, what to think, what not to think. The book is going to tell a Negro, Hispanic, and Native North American Indian what the hell to do. While you on earth thinking that no man can tell you what to do, there's a priest in the Isupk that enforces these laws and will tell you what to do. This is a book of the commandments of the Most High. So I'm in Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Again, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. Ooh, wee. You mean to tell me that the Bible says that the law shall endure forever? What does endure mean, matter of fact? Endure means to constantly keep going, never give up. It's never going to give up. Endure. Don't the Most High tell us to endure? Hardness as a good soldier in your Hawashai. You understand? It says, the Lord that endureth. So not only that you got the word endure, but it also says forever. What does forever mean? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. That's what forever means. Forever. You understand? Everlasting. Now, sidebar. We know that the Apocrypha has been taken out of the original King James Version. You understand, by our oppressors, because the Bible, you understand, that the Apocrypha is too hardcore. You understand? This pinpoints who the oppressor is, you understand, and who will rule the world after the oppressor. But, however, the 14 books of the Apocrypha is located within the Old Testament. So, you mean to tell me that in the Old Testament, you understand, for you New Testament Christians, you mean to tell me in the Old Testament, God the Most High is telling Baruch that the Lord is going to endureth forever? So that means to tell me that, listen, man, Christ, you understand? He did not do away with the laws like how you teach us. Christ taught from the Lord. He taught from the book of the commandments. Let's read it again. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the Lord that endureth forever. All they that keep it, who's the all? All is talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians. You understand? All they that keep it shall come to life. You understand? You're not gonna, the truth is not you coming to death. And that's what a lot of people think. Oh, what? I can't celebrate Christmas? In their mind, you understand, they think that the Lord is putting them to death. You understand? By doing the things that they've been doing for so long, that makes them feel so good, that makes them feel so nostalgic, right? Oh, you mean to tell me I can't put out my Christmas tree in December? Oh, you mean to tell me that I can't celebrate Thanksgiving? I can't celebrate the ball dropping on New Year's Eve. I can't celebrate my birthday. In a Christian mind, that's the truth putting them to death. You understand? Why? Because like I taught in the previous class, you understand? I'm paraphrasing, woe to them that call good evil and evil good. But however, the Most High is saying, what? This, Baruch chapter 4, verse 1, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the Lord that endure forever. Or they that keep it, keep what? The commandments, man. Or they that keep it shall come to life. You're gonna come to life, man. You understand? You thinking you live life? You live in YOLO. You only live once, right? Oh, the oppressor pacify you. You understand? Put a pacifier in your mind so you could be a good slave. You understand? It gave you a job. Oh, you got a car now. Oh, you got a house. That's great. Oh, you moved out the ghetto, and you moved out the ghetto away from other Black, Hispanic, and you moved out the ghetto, out the reservation, out the barrios, into a rich neighborhood, Beverly Hills. You understand? It's not wrong. But guess what? You forgot about your people. You turned your back on your people. Why? Because you hate yourself. You understand? You hated seeing your mother and your father suffering. So now you hate Black and Hispanic people. You understand? You don't want to be Black. You understand? You don't want to be Hispanic. You want to be Native North American. You want to erase that from you. So now what you get? Now what you do? You get yourself a white woman. You get yourself a white man. Right? This is what happens, man. I'm going to read it again. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Or they that keep it shall come to life. You understand? This is life. This is living. You understand? Living. You understand? It's following these laws, statutes, commandments. Because guess what? At one point in time, before we came into the truth, what? We were dead. We were skeletons. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, the valley of the dry bones. We were dead. Right? Until we came into this truth, the Most High filled our bones with sinew and flesh. You understand? The more you became knowledgeable of the Most High, the more you became, the more fear you've grown of the Most High, more flesh started adding. Now the veins, now the skin, you understand, and the muscle. Now you became a new man, you became a new woman again. And how did this happen? By you learning, by you taking heed of these Lord's statutes commandments, by you being taught by a priest and the Isupk under the command of John Yohana. That's life. loving your brother, loving your sister, knowing that you're not the only one that's going through that. You're not the only one that's going through this. You understand? We are alike. Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians, we are alike. It's no coincidence why we're jammed up, packed in the same neighborhoods, because we are the same people. Now you're starting to love and appreciate the struggle, the ghettos, the reservations, the barrios, right? But such as leave it shall die. Leave what? The book of the commandment of the Lord. When you leave it, the Most High said, you shall die. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to die physically. You understand? You could die spiritually, you could die mentally, man. The Most High can, listen, man, the Most High can disrupt your mental process, man. You wake up in the morning like, I don't belong in this house. What the hell am I doing in this house? Next thing you leave your house and you're like 100 miles. You're in the next city, digging out of garbage cans. You understand? You're dirty from now. From then now you're dirty. Now you're a homeless man and woman. The Most High turned off your mental ability and disabled it. You don't think that you can wake up in the morning and you could be mental and you could be disabled mentally? You don't think the Most High has the power to do that? You wake up in the morning and your husband, you understand, and your wife or your brother, your wife, your children, you understand, they say good morning to you in the morning and you're like, who the hell are you? I've never seen you a day in my life. Listen, man, you understand? When you see those brothers and sisters talk to themselves, you understand, they're talking to the demons. Most High is no joke, man. Most High is not a power to be played with, man. So the Most High said, what? But such as leave it shall die. You know what I'm saying? You're going to die. You understand what? Spiritually, mentally, physically, the Most High is going to, you're going to perish. You're going to destroy yourself. Right? Most High in Christ. So let's drop that, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let's see what that says first, Salakia. Let me get there with you. You know what I'm saying? This is the meaning of life, brothers and sisters. This is the ultimate meaning of life. You understand? We've been born in this life, not knowing who we are. You understand? Some people call it soul searching. You're trying to find out where you're fitting in this life, in this society. Why you were created, for what you were created for. What's the meaning in life? What's the purpose to me living? This is it. The Most High God will answer your questions. All your questions that you ever had in your whole entire life and that you have, it's in there. The answers is in the Bible. The Bible is the cheat code. The Bible is the blueprint. The only problem is that our religious leaders are not standing up to be leaders. You understand? Our gates, our language, our leaders, our spiritual leaders become weak. They don't have the answers. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What is the conclusion? The final say. You understand? The final end to the story. You understand the conclusion to the story, right? You've been what you watch? The Walking Dead. You understand? You understand? The last episode, the conclusion to the season finale. The conclusion to the question in your life, the question that's been plaguing you: who am I? What is my purpose on earth? What is my purpose for a living? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What is saying the whole matter? Because guess what? In this world, you got other philosophies. You understand? You got religious sectors. Some of y'all still calling Cleo and some of y'all still calling Cleo in the damn psychic hotline trying to find out how to live your life. Y'all taking some of us is taking counsel from the wrong people. But above all that, the Most High says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Most High said, forget everything else. Every other, all that other stuff is BS. Forget all that. Drop dead that. This is what it is. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. What is the fear of God? Having knowledge. That's the whole conclusion of the whole matter. It says to do what? Fear God. Not reject God. Fear God. And keep his commandments. No way of getting around it. To fear God, which is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, and to do what? And keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Let's look up the word duty real quick. Let me see something. If I may. Let's look up the word duty. Duty. Definition. This is what the word duty means. A moral or legal obligation, a responsibility, commitment, loyalty, faithfulness, respect, homage, reverence. Man, you can't beat those words. You understand? Also, what does duty mean? Duty means, like I always say when I break down this scripture, job, task, role, requirement, responsibility, office. You understand? Don't we here in the priest and Isupk, you understand? This is my office. You understand? My office to teach, my office to take care of the Sabbath, my office to load the van, the equipment. That's what it is, brothers and sisters. No way you can beat around it. No way you can't work your way around it. I'm going to read it again. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of the Most High God. Salakia. Let me read it right. For this is the whole duty of man, Salakia. This is your job. Black, Hispanic, and Native, North American, Indian man, woman. You understand? It's for you to be righteous and holy, for you to be separate and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. We could read verse 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So it behooves us to do what? Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, drop that. I have so many scriptures on this topic. Listen, man, I think this class must stretch into 4 parts. I got so many scriptures to this topic alone. And we just getting started. Let's get Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Drop that. Let's get Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Right, definitely is. The precept to the light that was in Baruch is John chapter 15, verses 8 through 19. Absolutely correct. Damn right about that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way getting around it. You understand? The light is the word. You understand? The word is Christ. Can't get around that. All right, so let's go to Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. And it reads, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Good night. You understand? I'm going to read it again. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. What is the counsel of the ungodly? You understand? The ungodly will tell you to what? To celebrate. The ungodly will tell you to march in the LGBTQ community gay pride parade. Why? Because God loves everybody, right? The ungodly will tell you to do what? The ungodly will tell you that it's acceptable for your child to learn the ways of the LGBT community. The ungodly, which is the Christian and Catholic Church, will tell you that Christ came and done away with the laws of God. That's what the ungodly counsel will tell you to do. I'm going to read it again. Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So you're going to be blessed if you do not listen to what the ungodly man tells you to do. The ungodly man will tell you what? To eat pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. That, yo, man, you got to get by whatever what. You know what I'm saying? Any means in life. I know it's hard out there. Do what you got to do, son. You understand? That do what you got to do, meaning, well, guess what? You're gonna rob your brother. You're gonna murder your brother, right? You're gonna sell your sister to prostitution. You understand? Times is rough. You got your woman pregnant. Make her get an abortion. Abortions is against the Most High God. Abortions is unlawful. You cannot get an abortion. You're Black, Hispanic, and Native, North American Indian. You have to have that baby. The ungodly will tell you what? To get a divorce, to divorce your husband, leave your husband, and take your kids away from him, and put him on child support. Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or standeth in the way of sinners, or standing in the way of sinners, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you attached to the Christian church, to the Catholic church, to the Muslim mosque, where they guess what? They're committing every stinking, filthy, abominable act that the Most High is against in the Bible. You understand? They live their life. They're outside. They appear to be holy, but in the dark now they're filthy, disgusting creatures. They're filthy, disgusting bastards. You walk in the way with a sinner. Oh, you're going with your best friend to the pride parade, and you're gonna wave a flag. Why? Because you support your gay and your lesbian and transgendered friend. Well, does your friend mean more to you than the Most High? Because remember, who was it? Was it Ezekiel? If I'm correct, Ezekiel, the Most High God put Ezekiel's wife to death and told Ezekiel to put on your garments and go teach. Damn it! You want to put your loved ones above the Most High. Well, guess what? The Most High will unalive your loved ones. Will take away your loved ones from you, or take you out or take you out. Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. You understand? That's a blessed man. When you're receiving the right counsel, when you're receiving the right instructions from the Most High. And that's only here in our Isupk of the Commander General Yahada. No other organization, no other group. You understand? No only fake religion. You understand? The Most High doesn't deal with religion. You understand? He's a power of demanding obedience. To who? To Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indian. He demands obedience. He demands attention. He demands respect. He demands to be worshipped. And his son, Yahushua, our brother, died for us. You understand? He demands that you seek him 10 times more. Okay? Or sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You understand? Or you sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Let's look up the word scorn. Scornful. Now let's make sure we understand these words. Scornful. Scornful, feeling or expressing contempt or division division. Okay. Oh, you listening to him? You understand? Oh, no. Matter of fact, let's talk about the sisters. You understand? Sisters coming to Isupk. You understand? They learn how to love their husband, how to respect their husband, not put their husband to shame. You understand? What? You doing that for your husband? What? Girl, please. You know what I'm saying? Or that. Season my words. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff we learned out in the world. How to hate a black man. You understand? Verse 2. But his delight is in the law. Man, you understand? Your light will be in the law. You understand? That's your delight. You know what I'm saying? Not a Mercedes Benz, not a big gold chain, not a house. You understand? Which is all of that is perfectly fine. You understand? You're getting a new beautiful wife. All of that is fine, man. You understand? But a man that delight in the law, you understand? The law makes you happy. You understand? It's a delightful thing. You delight in the law, which means what? You're constantly studying, showing yourself to be approved. Constantly studying the ways of the Most High. You understand? Getting closer with the Most High. You delight in the law. You understand? You're not simple. You're not one of those simple ones who love simplicity, who's soon going to be mocked and laughed at by the Most High God. Why? Because you didn't want to follow his counsel. but you delight in good and righteous things. You delight in keeping the commandments and learning the commandments. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, of the Most High. And in his law doeth he meditate day and night. Now you got something to fill the gaps that's in your mind, where Satan normally fills. You understand? Because if you're not, what's that phrase? You understand? If you're not dealing in the counsel of the Most High, then that's what Satan is talking to you. Satan got a loudspeaker. He has a microphone in a bullhorn, and he's in your ear talking to you. You understand? You're not doing the will of the Most High. Satan, he's talking to you. You're getting counsel from Satan if it's not of the Bible. You understand what it says? But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And his law doth he meditate day and night. You understand? And you got to meditate day and night. You understand? Constantly think about the laws. Because like I said earlier, if you're not in these laws, you understand, and if you're not constantly thinking about the Most High and his laws, you understand, and understanding that as a holy and separate brother or sister, you're representing the Most High. You understand? You're the Most High's reputation. How are you going to conduct yourself out in public? How are you going to conduct yourself morally? You understand? Civil-wise. Because if you don't meditate, you understand, you're going to forget. You're going to forget thou shalt love thy brother as yourself. And guess what? Now, when the train is crowded, and a Mexican, and an Isupk brother, the Mexicans, shout out to the Mexican, the Isupk brothers and sisters. You understand? That's trying to get to their job, just like how you're trying to get to your job, and you're jammed and you're squished tight. You're trying to make it to work on time, and if you forget thou shalt love thy brother as thyself, you know what you're going to do? You're going to say, "Don't push me." Right? I mean, we have manners, excuse me. You understand? Some of us don't. You stepped on my sneakers. And then one thing leads to another. You're both arguing, you understand? And now you're being put into prison. You understand? Or maybe somebody is unalived. This is this what goes on in this city called in this empire called America. Especially in New York City. I'm from New York City, man. I can speak for my city. You understand? Because I watch the news every morning and I see these altercations between Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians that rejected the hand of the Most High. So now the Most High is mocking them and laughing at their calamity on both sides of the party. Right? Psalm chapter 1, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And that's what we got to do. You understand? When you don't meditate, you understand, on these law, statutes, commandments, your mind opens up for Satan devices. You understand? For those fiery darts that the Bible speaks of. You understand? For those things that are seeking to destroy you. You understand? To make you perish in this world of evil. You understand? That's a whole objective of Satan, and that's a whole objective of the oppressor. How do I know that? Psalm chapter 83rd chapter. That the name of Israel shall be no more in remembrance. Okay? And with that, I'm preaching off to Sha'al. Like I said, I have much more precepts to the law. You understand? We might go into part 2, part 3, part 4, Lord's willing, right? Clap it up for the class. Okay. Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher, priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, which we know that it will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. That's the next Most High's holy day, or any high holy day or feast day or upcoming high holy day events. So Isupk barbecues, you understand, lectures, events that we host, food drives, clothes drives. Go to isupk.com for further information. Not to forget also the Isupk annual barbecue held in Harlem, New York, will be in August the 27th, which is a Sunday, located in Marcus Garvey Park, New York City. You understand? So make sure you support that. You understand? Send your donations. You understand? Let's have a glorious time. All Black, Hispanic, and Native North American Indians come in peace. You understand? And guess what? Nobody gets stabbed. Nobody gets shot in our events. You understand? Other than like a Christian church, but you understand? We don't know about that, right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, scarf, and with that, man of Israel, Amayim, which makes a stand. Man of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Man of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amayim Barak, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Barak Thum. Yajmatah, which means hands down, class dismissed.